Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your libertarian car guy, and here's the first 2021 model year car that I'll be reviewing so far this year. This is the new Kia Seltos, which is kind of an unusual name. I'm not quite sure what Seltos is supposed to mean or conjure. At any rate, it is Kia's new subcompact crossover SUV. And yup, you're probably asking, why does the world need yet another subcompact crossover SUV? Actually, there's one pretty good reason. The Seltos is, I think, the only vehicle in the class, which includes models like the Honda HR-V and the Mazda CX-3, to offer some guts, an optional engine. You can get a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine in this thing, whereas most of the other vehicles in this class come with your boilerplate, sump pump, utilitarian, small four-cylinder engines, most of them without a turbo, most of them without much power, and not a lot of excitement. Not that there's anything wrong with utilitarianism, but my God, it's boring. It's hard to even stay awake behind the wheel of some of these things. At any rate, this thing has the prospect of offering you a little bit of fun to go with your utility, and it's pretty good in that respect too. It doesn't have quite as much cargo room as the class-leading HR-V, which, by the way, is going to also be updated for 2021. I haven't yet seen the specs on the 2021, so I'm not sure exactly how much more roomy it will be, but that vehicle does have class-leading cargo space behind its second row and with the second row down, so it's a really versatile and useful little thing. However, the Seltos comes in pretty solidly. It's much more practical than, for example, the Mazda CX-3, which looks super sporty, really good-looking little crossover, which unfortunately only comes with a little non-turbo four-cylinder and an automatic-only transmission. It looks great, but it doesn't do a lot, and it doesn't have that much room, actually. In fact, it's got a lot less room than the Seltos, so it's not very practical, not very fun. Good-looking car, has a lot of potential. I wish Mazda would at least offer a manual transmission in the thing, and maybe even up the ante a bit more and offer a Mazda Speed version of the thing, but so far, no go. We seem to live in very gloomy times right now, face-diapered and antisocial distancing and all. At any rate, I will have more up on the site about this Seltos in the next couple of days. I just posted my latest interview with Bill Meyer over at KMED Radio, as well as something pertaining to all this ugliness having to do with armed government workers. And I think one of the many facets of the problems with armed government workers is that they've essentially been given carte blanche to pull us over, us being non-criminals, practically anytime they like, because there are so many pretextual reasons for stopping people that it's almost impossible to go for a drive these days without violating some law or other, which I think creates needless animosity between people and armed government workers, which is what I call them now, because what they are, that's what they are really. Cops haven't been around for a long time. Cops were generally concerned with criminals, not with people like me and you watching this video who might have tinted windows or might have put an aftermarket exhaust on our car, or maybe aren't wearing our seat belt or face diaper or some other idiocy of that nature. Anyway, that's the conclusion of today's rant. More up on the site. Thanks as always for listening and viewing, reading, and supporting EP Autos, and we'll catch up with you again soon.